unconditional. Right, Brad?
What's unconditional, Julie?
Love. Do you believe in unconditional love, Brad?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Hi there. Do you guys believe in unconditional love? I'm JulieTurner.
I'm BradLovell.
And we would like to talk to you guys about unconditional love today.
But before we do that, welcome to No BS Talk, where there will be no BS.
Because we know BS, and I was actually going to reference that,
Oh.
that some people think unconditional love is BS.
Oh! We didn't even work on that segue.
We didn't.
Give me what you got, Julie.
So, thank you guys so much for sending questions. And I actually got a question about unconditional love, whether I believe in it or not.
Well, do you?
Okay, stop. Stop, crazy person. Do you believe in unconditional love? Let's start there.
Yeah, you asked me first. I've never really thought about it.
Really?
I would love, really.
Interesting.
But if I have to, I guess I would have to say that I could probably be accused of being romantically in love with the concept of unconditional love.
So that's a yes. I'm just going to clarify for you guys out there. I think that's a yes.
I think it exists.
Okay. So my answer to this question was a long one, as it usually is. And what I had said, because I did answer personally as well as on this video.
Okay.
So what I said was, a few years back, I did a blog about unconditional love and how I thought it's ridiculous. The theory of unconditional love is ridiculous. Even our animals don't give us unconditional love. Like they say, look at your dog, it'll give you unconditional love. How many of you have had your dog pee on your bed because you made him mad? So, no. So in my blog, I'm like, no, there's no such thing as unconditional love.
Okay.
So that was my opinion back, probably, I would say, maybe 10 years ago.
Wow.
Now,
so jaded.
Right? Yeah.
Just bitter, jaded.
Jaded. Not bitter, but jaded.
Okay.
And there's a difference.
Okay.
Like I've literally never been bitter, but jaded for sure. Had opinions.
Tell us what you think now, Julie.
So, let's start with why I thought that it didn't exist.
Okay.
So, I had a misconception about what unconditional love actually was. I actually thought unconditional love was you were going to feel that intense emotion of love no matter what the person said or did. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought unconditional love was. But it's not. So, I don't know about you, Brad. Did you think that that's what unconditional love was?
Well, like I
said,
I never really thought...
Do you think that you've experienced it?
I think I absolutely have.
Okay.
And I think that there's certain parts of my life where I absolutely do. However, there's maybe
beautiful.
A maternal or paternal part of that because, of course, I have children.
Right.
So there's absolutely, is maternal or the paternal element of unconditional love, is that what we're talking about? Because that kind of separates it a little bit.
It doesn't matter. I don't think.
And then the other...
I referenced a dog. I don't think I think we got no limits on this one.
I'm referencing my kids.
Yeah, I think we got no limits on this conversation right now.
So the other thing I just want to add to that too is, as far as your definition of unconditional love being like, okay, somebody or whatever can do or say anything, wouldn't it make more sense that unconditional love, it doesn't cause the person giving it a regression of some sort, for lack of a better word?
You're going to have to clarify that one.
Okay, so it's like if I'm giving unconditional love to somebody.
Right.
Right? Like I feel like no matter what, I'm unconditional. But if something that they're doing starts causing me negative, where does that work? Does it become conditional suddenly? Or are you allowed to draw, I'm not saying draw lines in the sand, because I think with unconditional love, there are no lines.
Well, there are. They're called boundaries. And you are allowed to have boundaries and should have boundaries no matter what. But that was my issue, is I thought that a boundary was, I don't like the way that you're acting, or you don't like the way that I'm acting, and you're out of my life. That's not a boundary. Your boundary is that if you are in a situation, whether it's parental or you've decided to marry this person, whatever the case may be, you still love them, but you maybe have to distance yourself from the situation. Maybe you have to, stand your ground and say, no, this is an unacceptable behavior, whatever the case may be. Parents have to do that all the time. So I love that you reference the parental version of unconditional love, because obviously I didn't think it existed, which what that means is that as a child, I felt love was conditional from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, but I felt that it was. Does that make sense?
That makes absolute sense.
And how many children out there, even though you may or may not have been an amazing parent, but because of the way that you spoke to them that one day, or treated them, whatever the case may be, they felt that your love was taken away because of their behavior. Continue.
We just pointed at each other.
Nah.
This.
I got all kinds of fingers.
Okay, so I just want to quickly kind of dive in, because obviously we're probably going to have to do multiple episodes on
I
this.
feel like this one might need... you know what?
But what you just said...
You know what? No.
I have to... It has to go in this one. I have to say this.
Are you sure? Because it would be an awesome start to the next one. And what a cliffhanger. Brad's got something to say. Up to you. Do you want to cliffhanger these people? Or do you want to say it?
Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of No BS Talk.
Thank you so much, Brad. I'm so excited. We'll be back next week. I know, we're so mean, right?
I'll be wearing the same shirt.
JulieTurner.ca.
BradLovellmusic.com.
Thank you, guys.